Hey everyone. Ever wish your phone didn't die so fast?
Or your laptop wouldn't heat up so much.
Right. Like what if electronics were just incredibly efficient?
Almost like magic.
Uh-huh.
No, maybe not magic, but it is superconductivity.
Superconductivity.
Yeah, it's a state where electricity flows with zero resistance.
Zero. So no energy is wasted.
Exactly.
Well,
And for over 35 years, scientists have been working on this. And now with supercomputers like Summit, we're getting closer to understanding how to make even better superconductors.
Summit?
Uh-huh.
Like the mountain?
No, it's one of the most powerful supercomputers in the world.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and it's simulating these materials at an atomic level.
So like really, really tiny.
Yeah. And it's focusing on copper-based superconductors that work at higher temperatures than others.
Higher temperatures. So normally superconductivity happens at really low temperatures.
Right.
Like colder than space.
Yeah, but even though these are still chilly, it's a huge step in the right direction. And what Summit is doing is looking at how particles interact with phonons.
Phonons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, break that down for me.
Yeah. Imagine a crowded dance floor.
Okay.
The dance floor is the material. The people dancing are the electrons.
Got it. Okay, so like the smallest units of vibration.
Exactly. So just like the music affects how people move on the dance floor, these phonons affect how the electrons interact.
Oh, that's a great analogy. So the supercomputer is basically watching this microscopic dance floor to see how everything moves.
Yeah.
Okay, but why is that important for making better superconductors?
It all comes down to the self-energy of the electrons.
Self-energy.
Yeah, basically how its energy is affected by everything around it, including those phonons.
Oh, okay.
By understanding these interactions, scientists can engineer materials where electrons can pair up and flow without any resistance.
So like fine-tuning the music
Yeah.
to get the electrons to move just right.
Exactly, like finding the perfect rhythm. And the more we understand these interactions, the closer we get to designing superconductors that work at even warmer temperatures.
Maybe even room temperature.
Maybe someday.
Wow, that would be revolutionary.
It would. It's like the holy grail of superconductivity research.
Yeah.
Electronics that use almost no energy, devices that last way longer, computers that are incredibly powerful but don't overheat.
Yeah.
And even
Like, don't leave me hanging. What else?
imagine transmitting electricity across continents with virtually no energy loss.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Lossless electricity transmission? That's incredible. What kind of impact would that have?
Oh, it would be huge. Like a total game changer. Think about harnessing energy from renewable sources in remote areas and sending it to cities.
With like almost perfect efficiency.
Yeah. No more massive power lines everywhere. No more worries about energy loss during transport.
Wow. And it's not just energy, is it?
Yeah.
You mentioned computers earlier. What kind of advances could we see in computing?
Well, imagine computers thousands of times faster than today. But they use a tiny fraction of the power.
Really?
Yeah. We could be talking about a whole new era of artificial intelligence or scientific discoveries that are impossible now. Even personalized medicine.
Personalized medicine.
Uh-huh. Like tailored to your genes.
Wow, that's amazing. But let's talk about everyday stuff. How could this change the tech we use daily?
Okay, think about your phone.
Okay.
Right now, so much of its battery life is wasted overcoming resistance. But with superconductors, your phone could last for weeks.
Weeks. On a single charge.
Uh-huh. And no more charging cables.
So like wireless charging.
Yeah, but efficient and safe.
That would be awesome. But it's not just about convenience, right? This could really help the environment.
Absolutely. Transportation could be revolutionized. We're seeing electric vehicles already. But imagine electric cars, trains, even planes that can travel so much farther and faster.
All while using less energy.
Yeah, and producing zero emissions.
Wow. So more sustainable and more efficient. Are there any downsides
Yeah.
or challenges?
Of course. No technology is perfect. One of the biggest hurdles is still the temperature.
Oh, right.
Even the high-temperature superconductors need to be kept pretty cold.
So no superconducting smartphones next year.
Haha, probably not. But research is moving fast. And remember, even if room temperature superconductivity is difficult, there are still countless applications for these high-temperature materials.
So it's like a stepping stone.
Yeah. Each breakthrough leads to more amazing discoveries.
What about the cost of all this?
Yeah, cost is a factor. Superconducting materials are expensive, and using them will require investment. But think about the long-term benefits.
Like reduced energy use, better
Yeah.
performance, a cleaner environment.
Exactly, like investing in renewable energy. There's a cost, but the payoff is huge.
It seems like government support and private investment will be really important.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's not just science. It's about economics and society, too.
So we're still early in this superconductivity revolution.
We are, but the potential is immense. It's not just the technology itself, it's how it changes our lives, how we work, how we travel, how we interact with the world.
This is a lot to think about. Maybe we should pause here and let everyone catch their breath. We've gone from electrons and phonons to a whole new world. All right, so we're back and ready to keep going with superconductivity. We've talked about the amazing possibilities.
Like faster computers and super efficient transportation.
But it's important to think about what a world with superconductivity would really be like.
Right, how it could change our lives and society.
Yeah. What changes might we see if superconductivity becomes as common as the internet?
Well, one thing is automation. If machines can run with almost perfect efficiency, we might see way more automation in different industries.
So more productivity, but also maybe fewer jobs.
Yeah, exactly. It's something we need to think about carefully. How do we make sure everyone benefits from these changes? How do we help workers who lose their jobs because of automation?
It's a tough question. What other changes might we see?
Well, think about information and technology. With faster data transfer and better computers, we could have incredible connectivity and access to information.
Especially in places that don't have good internet now.
Right.
That's great. But we need to make sure everyone has the skills to use the technology and that everyone can access it. We don't want the benefits of superconductivity to only help a few people.
Absolutely. Everyone should have a chance to be part of this revolution.
So this could change everything, not just the technology, but how we live and work.
Yeah, it's a huge shift. And like with any big change, there will be challenges and things we need to think about ethically. But the potential is so big that it's worth working towards.
I think that's a good point for our listeners to consider. As we get closer to these breakthroughs, we need to talk about what this technology means and the kind of future we want.
The future isn't something that just happens. We create it through our choices and our vision.
Maybe one of our listeners will be inspired to work in this field and help shape the future of superconductivity. It's full of possibilities.
It really is, and I'm excited about what we can achieve.
Me too. So thanks for joining us today on this deep dive into the world of superconductivity. We've learned about the science and the impact of this technology.
It's been great talking about this with you and our listeners, and this is really just the beginning. The future of superconductivity is still being written.
So stay curious, keep learning, and maybe you'll be the one to write the next chapter. Thanks for listening to The Deep Dive.